Across the verdant Salisbury Plain, Stonehenge stands as a silent testament in stone, guarding its ancient secrets beneath the glow of a rising sun. For 5 millennia, these towering monoliths have held a cryptic code of light, inviting us to explore the shadows of our very distant past. We stand before one of humanity's greatest mysteries. Why did ancient people invest everything to build a stone time machine oriented toward the distant stars? Even after 5,000 years of intense study and modern research, we still do not have a certain answer to its ultimate and profound purpose. The wind whispers through the gaps in the rocks, echoing the voices of a lost civilization that left behind this magnificent puzzle of heavy stone. To understand the present, we must travel back to the Neolithic Age, where a monumental feat of engineering was about to change the world forever. No machines, no steel, only the raw power of human will. Thousands of people collaborated to transport these bluestones from hundreds of miles away. The bluestones traveled over 300 kilometers from the Preseli Hills in Wales, crossing treacherous rivers and rugged terrain to reach this specific site. Then came the massive sarsens, weighing up to 25 tons each. Moving these giants required an incredible level of social organization and collective strength. Every inch of progress was earned through sweat and bone-deep fatigue, driven by a shared vision that spanned across multiple generations of ancient builders. Using only primitive stone tools, they carved complex joints into the rock, applying woodworking techniques to massive stones with a precision that defies modern belief. The joints were designed to lock the circle together, creating a stable and unified structure that could withstand the elements for thousands of years. Standing beneath these giants, one feels the sheer scale of the ambition required to lift such weight into the air without the aid of pulleys. The plan was not random. It was a masterpiece of geometry. The builders followed a perfect circular design that remained consistent for over 15 centuries. Construction lasted over 1,500 years. Those who laid the first stones never saw the finished work, yet the vision was passed down faithfully. They didn't just build a monument, they built a bridge to the heavens. The key to understanding Stonehenge lies not on earth, but above. At night, the stones become a frame for the cosmos. This was a grand observatory, a place where the movement of the stars was recorded. Every stone was a marker in a complex mathematical equation, tracking the solar and lunar cycles with a level of accuracy that matches modern science. It was a celestial clockwork, built to predict the changing seasons and to mark the passage of time for a society dependent on nature's rhythms. The builders possessed a deep understanding of the horizon, using the landscape itself as a canvas for their astronomical calculations and sacred rituals. On the longest day of the year, the sun rises in perfect alignment with the monument, sending a beam of light into the very heart. This was the moment of peak power, where the celestial and the terrestrial met, illuminating the sacred space with the fire of the sun itself. Equally important was the winter solstice, marking the shortest day and the rebirth of the sun, a time for deep reflection and communal gathering. But the sun was not their only focus. The moon played a vital role in their cosmic calendar, dictating the timing of their most secret events. Every 18.6 years, the moon reaches an extreme position on the horizon. The builders of Stonehenge tracked this rare event with incredible precision. These 56 holes surrounding the circle were likely used to track the lunar cycle, serving as a primitive but effective computer for predicting eclipses. For the ancients, science and spirituality were one. Predicting the moon's movements was a way to communicate with the divine forces governing their entire world. Yet, the purpose of Stonehenge extended far beyond the sky. Recent discoveries beneath the earth have revealed a much more somber and sacred truth. Deep in the ground, archaeologists found the remains of hundreds of people. Stonehenge was not just an observatory. It was a massive, elite burial ground. These were not ordinary burials. The individuals were cremated and placed in specific locations, suggesting they were people of high status from across the land. To understand the dead, we must look to the living. Just 3 kilometers away lies Durrington Walls, a massive settlement built entirely of wood. Durrington was the home of the living, a place of celebration and feasting. Here, wood represented the fleeting nature of life and human existence. The contrast was intentional. Wood is for the living because it decays. Stone is for the dead because it remains eternal and unchanging through time. These 2 sites were linked by a processional route known as the Avenue. It was a journey from the world of life to the world of spirits. Following the river's path, mourners would carry their dead along this sacred way, performing rituals that connected the earthly realm with the eternal ancestors. By aligning the monument with the sun, they ensured that at the moment of solstice, the light would touch the resting places of their kin. As this wasn't just engineering, it was a ritual to wake the spirits, using the sun's power to bridge the gap between the living and the dead. In the 21st century, our understanding has shifted again. Technology is now allowing us to see through the ground without moving a single stone. High-tech scans have revealed a hidden landscape. Stonehenge was not a lone monument but the heart of a vast network of sacred structures and shrines. The entire region was engineered. For miles around, the earth was shaped and carved to create a spiritual universe of which Stonehenge was the center. Laser technology has uncovered secret art carved into the rocks. These symbols of weapons suggest that Stonehenge was also a place of power and protection. DNA analysis of the remains has revealed something shocking. People traveled from as far as the Mediterranean and the Alps to be part of this site. Stonehenge was a place of pilgrimage for the entire continent. It was a unifying symbol that brought together different cultures under one cosmic roof. The effort to bring stones from so far away suggests they possessed a perceived healing power, or a spiritual significance we are only beginning to grasp. Every new discovery reveals that the builders were far more advanced than we ever imagined, leaving us with more questions than simple answers. As we pull back from the details, the true mystery of Stonehenge returns. It remains a silent sentinel at the edge of our human understanding. Its isolation today belies its history as a bustling center of human activity, a place where the most important questions of life were asked. Every generation has looked at these stones and seen something different: a temple of druids, a healing center, or a gateway to another world. We project our own hopes and fears onto these rocks, yet they remain indifferent, holding their secrets tight against the wind and the rain. The people who built this are gone. Their language is lost. Their names are forgotten. Yet their masterpiece still stands, defying the entropy of time. They built for eternity. They wanted to leave a mark that would never be erased, a message sent into a future they would never see. In our world of fast technology and instant answers, Stonehenge forces us to slow down and confront the unknown with a sense of wonder. Perhaps the true value of Stonehenge is not in the answers it provides, but in the questions it forces us to ask about our existence. It reminds us that 5,000 years ago, humans were already looking at the stars and wondering about their place in the infinite universe. Stonehenge is our shared heritage, a bridge made of rock that spans across time to connect us with the very dawn of human civilization. As the moon takes its place in the sky, we are reminded of the cyclical nature of time that the ancients understood so perfectly well. Every season that passes adds another layer to its history, yet the core of the mystery remains as solid and unyielding as the rock itself. They have survived wars, weather, and the rise and fall of countless empires, yet they still stand as a symbol of human resilience and vision. We may never truly know the names of the kings or priests who walked these grounds, but we feel their presence in every shadow cast. Is it a message left for us? Or was it simply a way for them to make sense of the chaotic world they lived in so long ago? To walk among these stones is to walk through time itself, feeling the weight of history and the echo of ancient prayers in the air. Even today, people gather here to feel a connection to something larger than themselves, drawn by gravity that is more than just physical. Shut in the cold silence of a winter night, the stones seem to breathe with the memory of the thousands of lives they have outlasted over time. They are gone, but their legacy is written in the earth and the stars, a permanent record of a humanity that refused to be forgotten. Balance and harmony were the goals of this ancient project, a way to align the human world with the grand rhythms of the solar system. Science gives us the how, but it still struggles with the why. That final answer remains just out of reach, hidden behind the stone. The landscape tells a story of devotion and sacrifice, a place where people gave everything to build something that would last forever in history. Every component had a role to play in this cosmic machine. From the smallest ditch to the largest stone, each part was essential to the whole. It is a clock that never stops, a calendar that never fails, and a mystery that never ceases to inspire the human imagination and spirit. The story of Stonehenge is our story, a journey of discovery that began 5,000 years ago and continues to lead us toward the stars. In their eyes, we see the same spark of curiosity that drove the first builders to drag these stones across the wild, untamed British landscape. We follow that path into the past, hoping to find a reflection of ourselves in the work of those who came before us so long ago. They built for the heavens, and the heavens have rewarded them with immortality. Stonehenge remains the ultimate bridge between the earth and the infinite stars. Though the answers are hidden, the wonder remains. Stonehenge is a question that will never be answered, and that is its greatest gift to us. After 5,000 years, the stones still wait, keeping their silent watch over the secrets of light and the destiny of our human race.